Hello, collective. Good morning. It's Saturday. It's 11:28. It's almost afternoon. I gotta be at work at 3. Womp womp. But it's Saturday, so it's the last day of the work week, and and then this ends the pay period. So, and I work. I think. I think both of these, last week and this week, I've worked 30 hours. Well, because um for the most part, like the first week I worked 18, a little more than 18. Pretty much I was working like a little more than 18. And there was a couple weeks like that I did. The second week of my job, I worked like 30 something. But then this last ones I worked, they gave me like 30 hours each week, which was really nice. But this pay period coming up, because I requested Sunday off, so I'm only going to get 22 hours. Yeah, because I'm doing the yoga class. So it's like at an awkward time in between the shifts, so it's like not like I could have went in earlier. Whatever, it's fine. But I'm really debating because I had asked for the Sunday, October the 19th off, but because my inspection's on the 21st, but I'm going to have the 20th off, so I don't even know if I should take that Sunday off. I don't think I should. Yeah, I don't think I should. I want to start asking for like every other Sunday off. Like I'm willing to like compromise because I know they probably need me for Friday and Saturday. It's hard to cover that, but like if I can get every other Sunday off, because I get every Tuesday off and then whatever other day. But if I can get every other Sunday off, that would be nice. But my niece wants to go to the zoo on the 26th. So that's why I'm like, maybe I shouldn't take the 19th off and take the 26th off. Because if I take the 19th off and then I asked to take the 26th off and then I took off tomorrow, that means I would be only working one Sunday this month. So, and then I want to ask for 5 days off, around Thanksgiving, So, I really don't want to, because on Thanksgiving, I'm going to be right past my probation period, That's why, the only reason why I'm even chancing asking them for those few days off. But I think I'm going to tell him to just schedule me for the 19th. And even the 26th, or like the 26th, just say, instead of coming in at 3, can I come in at 5? Because then I could still go to the zoo early that day and be at work by 5 or like 6 o'clock, If someone could just come in and cover like a 4-hour shift or something. And then I'll come in and work like 6 to 10. I'm willing to do that too. So, yeah, I'm going to talk to him. Because I don't want to ask for too much time off. Because I want to go see my daughter for Thanksgiving. So, and that's like priority. And the sooner I ask, the better. So. But I know asking for that time off is going to make me they're going to freaking schedule me like crazy. They always do that. They're going to, a lot of midnights, because midnight, it's about to be extended to midnight. So I'm going to be working 3 to 12, or probably like 5 to 12. They'll probably make me come in at 5, or maybe 3 to 12. So I'm going to be working more. So I'm going to enjoy just this 22 hours. It's good because I need to clean. So, I mean, I have been trying to keep things better, and little by little I've been tackling like little piles. But yeah. And then me and my daughter made a deal that when she gets back from the trip, she's going to wash the walls. So that's one thing I'm just worried about for the inspection. Washing the walls. I'm going to sweep and mop the floors. And then I got to call maintenance to replace the screen in the front room. And I need a new dishwasher. Yeah. Pretty much that's it. I'm just trying not to freak out. Anyway, so I don't know why I was guided to get this book, and I opened it up to Wandering. Okay, the Falcon. Where is it? I mean, that was the first one I opened up to. Regret. Regret. Okay, where's the... I love this book. What is it called? Ornithography. Ornithography? Ornithography. Ornithography. Ornithography? That's terrible. Index. Oh. Doesn't have a table of contents. Apology and forgiveness. It has an index. Ooh, by meaning. Oh, okay. The Falcon? Is the Falcon on there? Okay. Travel. The peregrine falcon. Wandering. So travel. Interesting. Anyways. We'll get into that. Okay, so I was guided to grab the karma cards for sure. Okay. The Shizor. So yeah. Oh, I gotta be quiet. She didn't sleep at all last night and she has to work. She was up all night. We got into an argument this morning about going to Colorado because she was like up wrapping gifts. I mean, I understand she was probably cranky, but I was just asking her like how she felt that, say, if she couldn't get it all those days off, if she'd be comfortable flying back on her own. That's what I asked. Do you feel comfortable flying on your own? I don't know. Like, just very actually. I'm like, well, you take the bus by yourself to go see Remy, and you navigate that just fine. She's like, yeah. I'm like, so when we go, I can teach you how to do everything on the flight, and just so you can come with me on Thanksgiving, and, you know. And then I was just like, whatever, then I'll just go by myself, and you could just stay. Like, I just was just like, I was just asking if you were comfortable with that. I just want to, plan or have some kind of, like, just how, if she even feels comfortable, Houses. I don't know, I was getting Romeo and Juliet. I was getting that a curse on both your houses. Okay, so the houses. So we're dealing with the 6th house, the 10th house, and the 5th house. So this is career, work. Yep, career. And love. Okay. Something about career and love. So maybe a power couple working together. maybe somebody loves what somebody does, or somebody's career, what somebody does. Somebody really likes what somebody is creating, or full-time job, your destiny, service to others, the power of love. Somebody wants to invest or something like that. Take a gamble with something, with someone. Somebody wants to invest, taking a gamble, helping someone maybe. Helping someone, being able to nourish, care. Food. I am getting food. Service to others. So somebody wants to be of service. Somebody wants to be loving. Take the chance. Okay? To be responsible. I don't know. Someone may have felt like they were being childish. Okay? In a relationship, or yeah, maybe immature with how they handled something. Okay? I'm getting a circle here. Immature. Okay, we're keeping something hidden. You see how reflection, that's like it's under the water. Emotions, like under the surface. Feelings, like not showing true somebody feels like okay, I was guided to bring the book. Okay, so we can delve into these houses a little more. Okay, the houses. Okay, let's go to the 6th house. Okay, the 6th house. My North Node is in the 6th house. Okay, these things are weird on how they're okay, 6th and 8th houses derive their meaning. Oh, see, the 6th and 8th houses derive their meaning from the 7th house. Okay, the 6th house. Right here. Okay, the 6th house derives its meaning from the 7th house. As the 12th house is associated with your hidden life and other things that can work for or against the you, symbolized by your 1st house, the 6th house is associated with your hidden life in relationships with others and things that can work for or against your relationships with others. Okay. See, that's what I was saying. Something about hidden. Something was hidden. Under the surface. Keeping a relationship hidden, perhaps. Or someone has a private life, maybe. Or keeping their life hidden from someone. Okay? Because of a relationship with other or something like that. Yeah. Okay, the most obvious thing that can work for or against your relationships with the others who are symbolized by your 7th house is you. So the 6th house is associated with work and services performed for others. Either you working for others or others working for you. So somebody, like I said, somebody wants to serve someone, okay? Or it was hidden that somebody was working for someone. Okay? Yeah, it was hidden that somebody may have been working for someone or working on something. Okay? That was a gamble. So maybe that's why somebody wasn't investing in something. Maybe somebody was working on something, keeping it hidden. Okay? Weird. How you feel about working for others, and also how you feel about others working for you. The 10th house is related to your career. Okay? Career. While the 6th house is related to your job. Something about job and career. Making a job and career out of relationships? What? Charity, philanthropy. Use of the body. Okay, and performing work. Okay, so maybe prostitution or some kind of, or just use of the body, yeah. Associated with concepts of bodily health and hygiene, necessary to keep the body fit for work. The house of suffering, the 6th house, is referred as the house of suffering. In days gone by, services were often rendered by indentured servants or even slaves. Okay, so someone feeling like a slave. Or, wow, destiny. And that's their destiny, okay? Oh, what the? Food. Digesting of food. Thy food shall be thy remedy. Practice of healing. Okay, so somebody's a healer, okay? In the 6th house matter. The 6th house is ruled by planet Mercury, sign Virgo. You know, being a healer is not always the, you know, in chains for Christ, I'm getting. I don't know, I'm picking up on Mary Magdalene. And Mary Magdalene was supposedly, you know, a prostitute. Yeah. Power. Associated with the concept of power. Once again, I would like to state that you should never use the karma cards or the science of astrology in place of a licensed medical practitioner or lawyer whom you have researched, respect, and whose skills you have faith. That is not their purpose or intent. Yes, that is not my purpose or intent. To replace any kind of medical or, you know. So, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, you know. Something about being easily influenced. Okay? 5th house. Being careful about who you're around, being easily influenced. This is so weird how this is set up. But the houses, like, I guess they coincide with each other. It's so complicated. Oof. I really need help to be able to study. Like, when it comes to, like, reading and trying to retain, like, a lot of, like, I don't know how to say it, information. Like, it sometimes it's so, like, a lot. Okay, associating children with the 5th house. Okay, the 5th house derives from the meaning of, while the 3rd house concerns connecting your home base. Okay, the 5th house is concerned with the creativity that enables you to have an impact on the world around you. So somebody's creativity. The knowledge of existing facts and techniques learned from the 3rd house sources. Enable you to take a chance and bring your own ideas of what should exist in your world into being. This exercise of your imagination can result in artistic creations, and it therefore becomes obvious that the same concept could be applied associating children with the 5th house. Giving of life to your children in our actions that bring into being what has not existed before. It's ruled by the sun and the sign Leo, the 5th house. 5th house is this house of fun, sports, games, and even romantic love. Yeah. Forms of play that are performed for their own sake and yet prepare us for other areas of life. While 11th house is the house of friends, the 5th house is the house of modern concept of friends with benefits. Friends with benefits. Boom. What did I say? Yeah. Like, yeah. That's crazy. Travel. Travel with a friend. Saturn. Something about being realistic about. Concerned. About what's hidden. Vision. Maturity. Saturn is a disciplinary planet. Obsession, need for control, power struggle. Somebody older. Power struggle. Money. Yeah, this is about money. Something about money, relationships, career. I really had to clear the energy, man. It's like heavy. Heavy? Somebody could have been heavy. Somebody could have lost weight. Somebody could have, yeah, started focusing on what was good for them. Okay? Focusing on doing well. Okay? And someone could be attracting, you know, a lot of prospects, romantic prospects. Yeah, I was getting that earlier. Yeah, I was getting that earlier. I got the... So I've been noticing, like, now with my gifts, like, where I get certain communication on certain parts of my head. Like, I noticed that before on different sides. But now I feel like when the communication is in the front of my head, it's regarding the collective energy as opposed to my own energy. Personal. Yeah. Because sometimes I would get just like random thoughts and I'm like, what the... But then I notice it has to do with the collective energy. So those are the collective, the thoughts that I get to share. So I was getting yeah, somebody's attracting there's like people are hoping that somebody decides to do something or something like that. Patience. Self-awareness. So hoping that somebody doesn't decide to do something or something. Either doesn't or does. Or it could be different. Like different, some people want and some people don't. Okay. But I'm getting somebody wants to help somebody create their destiny. Maybe, like I was saying, a romantic partner. Like working together. Temperance. 14. Bringing in balance, peace. Somebody is hesitant. Being careful. Oh. Strength. That came up from the bottom. Somebody has an inner strength, but something about insecurity. Somebody's insecure because of somebody's strength. Okay, but somebody has a gentle force. But somebody is high status, high ranking. Yeah. Definitely high ranking. Definitely someone who is responsible. Definitely someone who has a connection to above, you know, has, is a person of status, power, wealth, whether that is spiritually, whatever it is. Or that somebody's meant to be that. Somebody's meant to be that. Okay? Yeah, I keep getting the power couple. Compromise. Somebody wants to compromise. Somebody sees that somebody's calm, peaceful, willing to compromise, focus on purifying their soul. You know, just someone who's careful, tolerant. And see someone's strength and something about being patient, okay? Like literally being patient with somebody who maybe wasn't acting responsibly. This is what I keep getting. But somebody see someone's patience to try to build strength, okay? And coping with trying to, you know, be independent and strong and just bring balance. Something about being irresponsible, okay? They want to start, like you see safety, caution, Knight of Pentacles, building a solid foundation, okay? Starting from a solid foundation, like somebody is working hard to smooth, like, you know what I mean? Smooth everything out, like, and serious. Yeah, somebody's very serious, calm, mature, loyal, patient. And someone could have been impulsive. Knight of Wands, you know? Just very impulsive. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Boom. Somebody was very impulsive. And somebody was tolerant of this. Very tolerant of somebody's inconsistent, like, volatile behavior. Yeah. I have no purpose. Depression. Somebody is depressed. Or somebody was depressed. Okay? Death. Transformation and change. Lose friendship. Strength. Yeah, somebody was impulsive, depressed, and careless. Okay? And could have caused an imbalance for someone. You know what I mean? Could have caused someone to be more depressed. Could have caused someone to feel down, to not feel passionate about this spiritual transformation, this purification, this working on their career, just very stubborn, or something about or just why green? I'm getting green. Green. Somebody looks gaunt or something like that. Somebody obsession. Somebody was just very, I keep picking up travel though. Something about travel too. Well, somebody stayed, mature, loyal, like continuing to try to grow and continue to try. Somebody was just very reckless, okay? Impulsive, yeah. Stubborn. When somebody was trying to be willing to transform and change and willing to be calm and willing to be, you know, a gentle force and like, you know, yeah, just patient. Willing to work with somebody. Somebody just was just yucky, which caused an ending, okay? Which caused an end of a friendship or a decline in wanting to have like a new beginning with someone. Whatever, friendship, whatever, relationship, family, whatever. Some kind of peaceful, peace was disrupted somehow by some impulsive speech or impulsive action, okay? Where somebody was just continuing to be stubborn, which caused an end, okay? The dawn of a new era, which something could have been a dawn of a new era, could have been a resurgence, a rebirth, blah, 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 something, but something happened. Yeah, 10 of Wands. And somebody's burden over that. Responsibility, burden. Yeah, just carrying a burden. So somebody could be sad about this, or just it's about blaming responsibility on something. I don't know, just pressure, burden, nuisance. Yeah, like someone's not gonna deal with just too much. Somebody's worked too much focus, and someone's just not gonna deal with nonsense. Absolutely not. Like if you're not a help, if you're not, then no. Like, especially if someone's trying to go out their way, pay the penalty. Like, go out their way, you know, to be willing to, you know, be open-minded. Yes, Page of Pentacles. And it must be open-minded, be determined to, like, you know, being real, responsible, helpful, supportive. Yeah. Especially with money. But somebody's talent is shining or something like that. Love. 2 of Cups. New partnerships. Exchange. Yeah. But somebody was, something about the exchange, reconcile, reciprocity. Fair partnership to end hostility. Somebody was always willing to end hostility and to have a fair partnership. But yet, Page of Swords. It's met with, yeah, look at sharp tongue, cruelty, ridicule, misunderstanding, lies, trouble, aggression, doubt, gossip, unreasonable, recklessness, unreasonable, defensive character. Okay, so yeah, so maybe when somebody, after, you know, something about 4 of Wands, like, oh, problem with property. Okay, somebody's frustrated, okay, about improving something with their property or something like that, but then something about speaking with, like, such malevolence towards someone, you know? Somebody was just not, yeah. But somebody could just have a sharp mouth. Sharp tongue, like just. King of Swords, yeah. Page of Swords, yeah, there it is. Constructive comments. Yeah, instead of like making like constructive comments or blah blah, it's Wait a minute. There could be some gossip going around. No, okay, no, yeah, somebody spoke to somebody so cruel. Yeah, maybe about how they were dressed, everything. Being imbalanced, just being like witchy or, yeah, just unstable. And somebody was cruel to somebody, was just shutting someone out, or yeah, just very, yeah. Queen of Pentacles. Again, somebody who's responsible, resourceful, nurturing, you know? Competition, yeah. Feeling like somebody is in a competition. 9. 9 of Cups. Arrogant. Abuse. Unreasonable. Maybe there's gossip about that somebody could be an unpredictable person, or somebody is gonna fly off the handle type shit. Yeah, somebody could have got that reputation. Yeah. 6 of Wands. Is recognized for being someone that's unpredictable. That's somebody that will fly off the handle really quick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that has a sharp tongue that'll really get hostile if need be. Okay? Okay, you need to be concerned about somebody. Don't want none, don't be none. So I'm just... No. The opponent prevails. Yeah, something about somebody being recognized for sometimes being unreasonable. Yeah, and having a sharp tongue and being unpredictable in the public eye. Somebody, you know, being in the public eye, you know. I'm picking up Cardi B. Yeah. Okay, so... Okay, so something about... Yeah, something about, like, conflict, or like with certain people, like coming together with certain people. Energy. Picking up energy, like maybe at a party, at some kind of occasion, get together. There was some kind of some kind of energy felt. Okay. Mornings. Like a warning energy, like an energy that somebody felt like, something like if you're somewhere and all of a sudden something like spooks you or throws you out, you're like, oh, something's about to pop off, or you know what I'm saying? And then you out, like like, oh, let me get out of here before something happens, or like always being protected somehow, like, yeah, something like that. 4 wands, blessing, peace, secure, stable. Yeah, but something about somebody being frustrated and intolerant, okay? With certain people around, or something, like working together with certain people. So weird. The sun. Mr. Sun, sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. Oh, Mr. Sun, sun, Mr. Golden Sun, hiding behind a tree. The squirrel. Please, na 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 na, and think da da na 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 na. Mr. Sun, sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on, please shine down on, please shine down on me. I don't know. So somebody, I don't know. Somebody may be just so like, kind of like, just like optimistic, like very like kind of childlike, just somebody just like, I don't, yeah, but just something about something, not getting someone frustrated or upset or something like that. Yeah, like happiness. Oh, Mr. Sun, sun, coming together with certain people, affecting someone's happiness. Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on, please shine down on, please shine down on me. So somebody having like travel alone. Yeah. Like Plight of the Wanderer. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So someone traveling the road alone, the road the road less traveled, some shit like that. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Sun, sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please. I keep picking up on that. I keep getting, like, seeing that, like, 2 people traveling together with a dog or something. Yeah. Red pants. The Chariot. Scattered energy. Unfairness. Unfair to somebody to have like that scattered in and out energy. Yeah. Yeah. King of Swords. What was that? Somebody could be prejudiced against disabled people or discrimination. Somebody could have suffered some kind of discrimination for their health or something like that. I don't know why I'm picking that up. Suspicion. They had a suspicion that somebody wants to get revenge for being exploited. What? That's weird. I don't know why I'm getting that. The Chariot. Unfair, reckless action. I keep getting suspicious. Suspicious. Somebody's suspicious of something. Misunderstandings. Intolerant. Yeah, something about somebody being intolerant. Potential. Green. Again, green. Somebody could be sick. I don't know why I'm getting that, too. Happy and secure home. Stable life. And a solid business partnership. That's what somebody wants to pursue with somebody, I guess. Anyways, I'm going to end that here. I'm going to rest a little bit before I have to get ready for work.